Recently, a video captured from the International Space Station's live camera feed has sparked an intense wave of speculation and discussion online. Though the footage was originally recorded in 2023, it has recently gained renewed attention and has been widely circulated across social media, being shared thousands of times. The footage, recorded while the station was passing over Western Australia on the 10th of December, 2023, appeared to show a mysterious, massive linear structure hovering above the Earth's surface. Almost immediately after this unusual formation became visible in the frame, the live stream abruptly glitched and went offline. For many, this sequence of events was far from coincidental. It followed a now familiar pattern that has raised suspicions for years. The video quickly spread through online communities dedicated to tracking unidentified aerial phenomena, strange space anomalies, and International Space Station broadcasts. Regular viewers of the live feed were among the first to react. They noted that this was not the first time such a mysterious occurrence had ended with a sudden loss of transmission. According to these observers, whenever the International Space Station camera captures an unexplained object or formation, the feed frequently cuts out, goes to a static screen, or temporarily loses connectivity. This recurring behavior has left many to wonder whether something is being deliberately hidden from public view. The object in question was not an ordinary glitch or cloud formation. It appeared to stretch for hundreds of miles, forming a nearly straight line over Earth's atmosphere, casting a faint yet visible shadow across the cloud layer. This line was sharp and defined, very unlike the fluid and chaotic patterns created by natural atmospheric activity. What puzzled many further was the fact that the footage came from a live broadcast, not from satellite image mosaics or software-stitched data like what is often seen on platforms such as Google Earth. Live camera feeds, by their very nature, are not pieced together post-capture. Therefore, anomalies like this cannot simply be explained away as data rendering issues. As the mysterious formation lingered on screen, the space station camera seemed to freeze momentarily, then glitch, and eventually go dark altogether. This abrupt interruption raised eyebrows. People watching in real time noted how this timing was highly suspicious. To them, it felt less like a technical fault and more like an intentional cut designed to remove the unexplained from public view. This suspicion is rooted in a long-standing belief among UFO researchers and space anomaly enthusiasts that certain unexplained events are routinely redacted from the public eye. Throughout the years, there have been other occasions when International Space Station live streams have cut out immediately after unidentified objects entered the frame. Small, fast-moving dots, orb-like objects traveling in non-linear trajectories, and even structural-looking anomalies have been seen briefly before the screen turns blue or black. NASA has previously attributed these disruptions to technical limitations or routine switching between cameras. However, this explanation does little to satisfy those who have watched dozens of similar occurrences unfold with uncanny consistency. This new incident stands out because of the scale and clarity of the line-like object. Unlike previous cases that often involved fleeting or blurred objects, the structure in this video appeared prominently and lingered long enough for multiple screenshots and screen recordings to be captured. It did not resemble any known satellite shadow, contrail, or atmospheric phenomenon. Its sharp, geometric nature made it stand apart from the organic curves of weather patterns or cloud masses. Viewers also noted that it seemed to be too high in the atmosphere to be caused by an Earth-based feature or reflection. Theories about what this object might be vary widely. Some believe it could be a form of cloaked satellite or extraterrestrial craft, either intentionally or unintentionally revealing part of its structure. Others propose that it might be a kind of energy field or artificial barrier, something not yet understood or disclosed by current science. A few speculate that the object could even be evidence of large-scale atmospheric project, pointing to the precise nature of the line as potential proof of artificial origins. There are also those who focus less on the object itself and more on the broader pattern of suppression. These individuals argue that what matters most is not the anomaly, but the response to it. They highlight that whenever such objects are visible, the same series of events unfolds. The feed cuts out, no official explanation is given, and the public is left to piece together what they saw through secondary uploads and private archives. To them, the consistency of these responses points to an organized attempt to manage perception and limit open discussion about what may be happening in Earth's orbit and beyond. Some experts in image analysis and live feed broadcasting have weighed in, suggesting that video compression artifacts, lens reflections, or signal interference could account for the anomaly. However, even these explanations do not fully account for why the camera would then abruptly cut off completely. If the issue was technical, why not resume the feed once stabilized? Why is there rarely a follow-up from official sources to explain what occurred? More than anything, the mysterious event over Western Australia serves as a reminder of how little we truly know about what happens beyond our immediate perception. The vastness of space, the complexity of Earth's upper atmosphere, and the growing number of classified projects orbiting the planet create an environment ripe for secrecy and speculation. For those who have long suspected that much more is occurring above us than is publicly admitted, this video serves as yet another piece in an ever-growing puzzle. It also reignites discussions around transparency. As space becomes more commercialized and more private companies launch their own observational satellites, the monopoly on space-based imagery may eventually erode. With more eyes pointed skyward and more live data streams becoming available, it might become harder to suppress footage of unexplained phenomena. Until then, however, incidents like the one over Western Australia will continue to fuel debate, intrigue, and the belief that somewhere in the skies above, something strange is happening, and someone may be working hard to make sure we don't see it. Ultimately, whether the anomaly was a rare glitch, a natural but misunderstood phenomenon, or something more extraordinary, the manner in which the situation was handled only deepens the mystery. The International Space Station, a representation of global cooperation and scientific research, is located in the immense emptiness of space, where humanity's reach reaches beyond the limits of our planet. However, in 2015, a unique incident disturbed the peace of this orbiting laboratory, as an unidentified flying object was photographed by the International Space Station's cameras, igniting curiosity, conjecture, and discussion among astronomers, researchers, and enthusiasts worldwide. The incident occurred in 2015, when the International Space Station's live video feed captured footage of a large, triangular-shaped object approaching the station's cameras from a distance. As the object drew closer, it appeared to change course, maneuvering with remarkable agility and precision through the vacuum of space. Toby Lund, a UFO researcher, was following the live stream when he saw a sizable object emerge. He swiftly snapped a screenshot of the object and said that he was glad he did, as the live feed abruptly stopped as soon as the object was visible. According to UFO researchers who monitor the live stream, this is actually a frequent occurrence. The feed will mysteriously stop any time an unusual object is visible to the cameras. Researchers have concluded that this is the extent officials will go to in order to prevent us from learning the truth. Several news outlets said that they never received a response from NASA when they attempted to inquire about their thoughts on what they believed the item to be. This is one of the more well-known images of a purported UFO spotted near the space station, and according to believers, the craft in question is a big triangular object, which is well known in the UFO community as one of the most frequently cited UFOs. These craft reportedly have the ability to silently hover in the skies and swiftly depart the area when necessary. Researchers disagree as to which group these crafts belong. Some claim that these are the military's new stealth line, while others argue that this is unlikely given that some of these moon-shaped objects have been spotted in close proximity to the moon. The appearance of the UFO on the ISS's cameras prompted speculation about its origin, nature, and purpose, and some suggested that it could be a natural phenomenon, such as a meteor or space debris caught in the glare of the station's lights. However, due to how clear the object is, it's caused many to consider other possibilities. One theory proposed by enthusiasts is that the mysterious object is of extraterrestrial origin, a spacecraft piloted by beings from another world, exploring our solar system and observing human activity in orbit. This hypothesis, while speculative, is supported by the long history of UFO sightings and encounters reported by astronauts, cosmonauts, and space agencies throughout the history of space exploration. Another possibility is that the mysterious aircraft was a secret military or experimental craft developed by terrestrial governments to test advanced propulsion systems or surveillance technologies in the near-Earth environment. While this theory cannot be ruled out entirely, the international nature of the ISS and the transparency of its operations make it unlikely that such a craft would be deployed in close proximity to the station without prior notification or coordination. In the years since the encounter, efforts to identify and explain the UFO seen near the International Space Station in 2015 have yielded few definitive answers. While some have dismissed the incident as a mundane anomaly or camera artifact, others remain convinced that it represents compelling evidence of extraterrestrial visitation or technological prowess beyond our current understanding. Interestingly enough, one of the most remarkable aspects of UFO sightings captured by the International Space Station's cameras is the sheer variety and diversity of the objects observed. From luminous orbs to metallic cylinders, these unidentified objects exhibit a wide range of shapes, sizes, and behaviors as they traverse the vacuum of space. Some appear to move with deliberate purpose, executing intricate maneuvers and changing course with astonishing agility, while others drift lazily through the cosmic void, their movements seemingly defying the laws of physics. The appearance of UFOs near the space station has sparked intense speculation and debate among astronomers, and even astronauts alike, with many of them coming forward with their own encounters. As of right now, the phenomenon of UFOs captured by the International Space Station's cameras represents a tantalizing mystery that continues to captivate and intrigue scientists, scholars, and enthusiasts around the world. While skeptics may dismiss these sightings as anomalies or camera artifacts, the weight of evidence and testimony from credible sources suggests that there may be more to the story than meets the eye. As mentioned, amidst the routine observations and scientific experiments conducted aboard the space station, there exists a puzzling phenomenon which has been observed by thousands of people: the sudden shutdown of the live feed when unidentified flying objects appear. The International Space Station is equipped with high-definition cameras and advanced sensors, and it continuously monitors Earth's atmosphere and observes celestial phenomena, transmitting live footage to ground control centers and audiences worldwide. However, on several occasions, the space station's live feed has abruptly terminated when unidentified objects have been observed in its vicinity, sparking speculation and conspiracy theories about the reasons behind these shutdowns. One possible explanation for the shutdown of the ISS's live feed in the presence of UFOs is the implementation of a security protocol or safety procedure by space agencies and government authorities. In the event of an unidentified object approaching the space station, it is conceivable that mission control personnel would prioritize the safety and security of the astronauts aboard the station, opting to temporarily suspend the live feed until the situation can be assessed and the risk mitigated. Such measures would be consistent with standard operating procedures for handling potential threats in space and ensuring the welfare of crew members. Another possibility is that the shutdown of the space station's live feed is a deliberate attempt to conceal the presence of UFOs from the public and prevent widespread panic or speculation. Given the potential implications of extraterrestrial visitation or advanced technologies beyond our current understanding, it is conceivable that government agencies or space authorities may seek to control the narrative surrounding such encounters, maintaining secrecy and confidentiality to avoid causing alarm or disruption. While this explanation may seem far-fetched, it aligns with historical instances of government secrecy and censorship regarding sensitive information related to national security and defense. Furthermore, the sudden shutdown of the International Space Station's live feed in the presence of UFOs could be attributed to technical malfunctions or interference caused by the electromagnetic fields generated by these unidentified objects. As UFOs approach the space station or enter its vicinity, they may emit electromagnetic radiation or energy fields that disrupt the functioning of electronic equipment, including cameras and communication systems. In such cases, mission control personnel may be compelled to suspend the live feed temporarily until the interference subsides or corrective measures can be implemented to restore normal operations. Whether the UFOs observed near the space station are evidence of extraterrestrial visitation, advanced terrestrial technologies, or something else entirely, their presence in our skies challenges us to re-examine our understanding of the cosmos and our place within it. Until we unravel the truth behind these extraordinary encounters, the mystery of UFOs near the ISS will continue to inspire wonder and curiosity, inviting us to explore the vast reaches of space and unlock the secrets of the universe. This video was just shared on social media, and people can't explain what it is. One individual in London has come forward with a fascinating story of how they were able to video a mysterious object close to the moon. The eyewitness provided the following statement. "I saw this object moving across the moon last night. I can tell you it was exactly 6 minutes past 11 when it happened. Apart from being surprised at the moon's beauty, I couldn't believe there was a long object moving very slowly from left to right. Has anyone seen anything like this before? And can someone help me find an explanation, please? I posted on the London subreddit, but I'm not sure we found any explanations. I don't think it's a stationary object, as the moon is moving from left to right. Therefore, if the object is stationary, then it would go from right to left in this video, which it doesn't. It's a good idea, but I think it's definitely a very slow-moving object." End quote. The woman, who at the time was gazing towards the brightly lit moon, witnessed a large black object fly across it, and once she reviewed the footage, she decided to post it to the UFO subreddit, and interestingly enough, others came forward and said they saw the same thing in different areas of the country. Another eyewitness who we talked to said that it was a clear night in London, and that the moon looked particularly large and orange, which is why they were looking at it. This eyewitness described the object as a huge black object that silently and swiftly traversed the moon. Its silhouette stood in stark contrast against the bright moon, making its presence unmistakable. The eyewitness said that she wasn't able to capture a clear image of the mysterious object, but added that she could easily detail her experience, saying that she had never seen anything like it before. They added that they've reached out to UFO research organizations. As of right now, news of the sighting has started to quickly spread, capturing the attention of UFO researchers. Many amateur researchers who have studied UFO sightings have said that mysterious crafts above London are not a recent phenomenon. Reports of strange objects in the sky have been recorded for decades, often dismissed as misidentifications or the result of vivid imaginations. However, a closer examination of some of these accounts reveals a pattern of credible sightings that cannot be easily explained away. One of the earliest documented sightings occurred during World War II, when both Allied and Axis pilots reported seeing Foo Fighters, mysterious glowing objects that followed their aircraft. While these sightings were not limited to London, they marked the beginning of serious military and scientific interest in unexplained aerial phenomena. In the post-war era, the most famous London UFO sighting took place in 1952, when multiple witnesses, including police officers, observed a large disc-shaped object hovering over the city. This incident, widely reported in the media, prompted investigations by both local authorities and independent researchers. Despite extensive inquiries, no conventional explanation could be found. Interestingly, reports of UFOs near the moon date back to the early days of telescopic observations. Astronomers in the 19th century, such as William Herschel and Johann Schroeter, documented unusual lights and objects moving across the lunar surface. While these early reports were often dismissed or attributed to observational errors, they set the stage for more detailed and credible sightings in the modern era. One of the most compelling incidents occurred during the Apollo missions. Astronauts on several missions reported seeing unidentified objects near the moon. More recently, amateur astronomers equipped with high-powered telescopes and cameras have captured footage of unexplained objects near the lunar surface, and these sightings often feature objects moving at high speeds, changing direction abruptly, and exhibiting flight characteristics beyond known human technology. The clarity and consistency of these observations have sparked renewed interest and serious consideration within the scientific community. If we accept the premise that UFOs observed near the moon are real and genuine, several potential explanations arise, each with profound implications for our understanding of the universe. The most exciting explanation is that these unidentified objects are spacecraft powered by advanced beings, or drones that have been sent out by them, and this theory is becoming more popular as clearer photographs are being uploaded online. Many who have seen them have stated that their rounded shape looks like advanced drones and could have been sent out by a larger ship. Believers in this theory have said that this is why so many of them appear to be on a mission. They have been given the name of fast walkers, and they are often detected at high altitudes and speeds that far surpass conventional aircraft. Fast walkers are distinguished by their incredible speed and altitude. Unlike traditional UFO sightings that often involve visual observations from the ground, fast walkers are typically detected by radar systems, particularly those used in space surveillance networks, and these objects can travel at speeds exceeding several thousand miles per hour, far beyond the capabilities of current human-made aircraft or known atmospheric phenomena. Another defining feature of fast walkers is their ability to change direction rapidly, often performing maneuvers that defy the laws of physics as understood by contemporary science. They are usually detected for brief periods before disappearing from radar screens, adding to their elusive nature. Many who have looked into mysterious aircrafts near our moon have said that the moon's proximity to Earth and its strategic position as a vantage point for observing our planet make it an ideal location for extraterrestrial activity. Another plausible explanation is that these UFOs represent advanced human technology developed in secret. Governments and private organizations may possess spacecraft capable of operating in lunar orbit, conducting surveillance, or preparing for future missions. However, this theory raises questions about the extent of such technology and the reasons for its secrecy, given the significant advancements required to achieve the observed capabilities. These descriptions beg fascinating concerns regarding the possible technological advances these UFOs have made that exceed our own capabilities on Earth. Furthermore, the bewildering lack of any apparent means of propulsion is a formidable obstacle to our present understanding of the operational mechanism utilized by these unexplained flying objects. Conventional spacecraft primarily depend on propulsion mechanisms like thrusters or rockets, which inevitably produce visible emissions such as exhaust. Conversely, the UFOs that have been seen near the moon function exceptionally quietly and produce no audible emissions, suggesting that it is feasible to use cutting-edge propulsion systems based on scientific theories that are not yet accepted by the mainstream scientific community. Researchers and scientists are fascinated by the sightings of unexplained flying objects near the moon and are working hard to solve this confusing riddle. And while the scientific community has remained silent about these allegations, there is growing recognition that strange things are happening in lunar space and that further investigation is necessary. Scholars, in a variety of disciplines, are exhibiting an increased level of interest in the existence of unknown aerial objects surrounding the moon. A fascinating theory has emerged in recent years from a group of scientists, speculating that the reported unidentified flying objects may be autonomous spacecraft or even unmanned probes with possible extraterrestrial origins. Even though this theory is still mostly conjectural and unproven, it would be foolish to exclude it out of hand, given the consistency of the reports and the degree of sophisticated technology that witnesses have detailed. Moreover, investigating these enigmatic objects may yield priceless insights into our understanding of propulsion systems and the broad field of space exploration. Significant scientific breakthroughs have frequently occurred throughout history when investigating puzzling occurrences that defy simple explanation. Consequently, carefully investigating the possibility of UFOs near the moon may be the key to discovering a wealth of fresh information on space exploration and advanced technology. The idea that these events might be aliens in origin is one of the most fascinating and thought-provoking theories regarding unexplained flying objects close to the moon. Even though this theory is entirely theoretical and devoid of hard data, it forces us to consider the significant ramifications and wonder if sentient organisms exist elsewhere in the universe. As things are right now, the presence of unexplained flying objects near the moon is an incredibly fascinating and important phenomenon that needs careful consideration and research. Even while some people might be skeptical and write off these sightings as anomalies or incidents of misidentification, it's crucial to recognize the reliability and consistency of the many eyewitness accounts. The extremely sophisticated technology these things displayed, along with their mysterious character, emphasize the necessity of further investigating this occurrence. Such accounts are so common that a thorough examination that goes beyond superficial justifications is necessary. To properly understand the ramifications and possible relevance of this topic, it is imperative to approach it objectively.